Hey everybody, due to YouTube censorship, we are not putting all of our videos up on this platform anymore. If you want the full catalog of incendiary videos, head over to Rumble, Odyssey, or BitChute.
This morning, the president attacked another member of Congress. He wrote this: Cummings District is a disgusting, rat and rodent-infested mess. If he spent more time in Baltimore, maybe he could help clean up this very dangerous and filthy place. No human being would want to live there. The president says about Congressman Cummings' district.
Anybody else remember this dumb dickhole over here crying like a bitch because Donald Trump said Baltimore was a shithole that nobody wanted to live in? Well, maybe it's time we go and take a look back at Baltimore. Now that they have painted Black Lives Matter all over the streets of Baltimore, I'm sure it's a shining beacon that would give Wakanda a run for its money, my friends. Oh no, it's completely on fire. So much so that when you complain that Baltimore is on fire, you get called a racist and they try to shut you down. I shit you not. Take a look at this. We're over here at the Daily Wire. You have this shitbag, Marilyn Mosby. She's running this place into the ground, right? She is the state's attorney, and she ain't arresting anybody. Oh my God, this guys, our crime rate, look this up, by the way. They do this in all of these places. New York, California, San Francisco, Chicago, Baltimore. They go, oh my God, this is everybody. Now that we've painted Black Lives Matter everywhere and we put the transgendered flag and the rainbow flags all over the place, it's a utopia and crime is down. How the fuck is crime down? Well, look at our shoplifting statistics over here, and they're super duper down. Shoplifting? Who the fuck cares about shoplifting? There's blood and fecal matter all over your streets. Hey, shut up, bigot. Don't point that out. Don't point out that shootings are through the roof. Don't point out that murders, rapes, carjack. Don't point out that all of those statistics are through the roof. We're trying to show everybody that the CVS's ain't being looted out anymore. It's because they were already looted out. There's nothing left to steal in these places. They all boarded up and burned down. What the fuck are you talking about? No, bigots. Don't look at our homicide rate. If you do, we'll scream racism and we'll try to get you shut down. Take a look at this. We're at the Daily Wire. Baltimore State's Attorney asks Biden's FCC to stop Fox News affiliate. The racism's, boys. You knew they were going that direction. The racism reporting on Marilyn Mosby. And again, Marilyn Mosby over here is the state's attorney. And if you point out that this chick's doing a real shit job over here, that's racism. It's probably misogyny and it's definitely insurrection, boys. So knock that shit off. The state's attorney's office filed a complaint with the Federal Communications Commission, the FCC, against the local Baltimore television station WBFF Fox 45, claiming that the station was spreading misinformation to everybody, and of course endangering the lives of state's attorney Marilyn Mosby and her family. Mosby, along with her husband, City Council President Nick Mosby, are reportedly under investigation by federal authorities for possible corruption charges. Hey, you ain't allowed to point that shit out either. Don't point out the homicide rate, the shootings, their corruption or alleged corruption over here. They got a tax lien against their house because they ain't paid fucking taxes in ever, by the way. That's later down on this. But more specifically, right, they're definitely upset about WBFF over here, Fox 45, talking about their inability to get around all of this criminality in their own place over here. But who are they specifically upset with? Fucking Tucker Carlson. I mean, take a look at this. The letter goes on to complain. Now we're at the Blaze. The letter goes on to complain that WBFF reports on Mosby more than other local Baltimore news stations, and then took shots at Fox News and explicitly Tucker Carlson. Oh man, I'm surprised that the Rachel Maddows of the world aren't talking about you guys absolutely caving in Baltimore and Chicago and New York, all of California. It was a big shock over here. Quote, in the public sphere, Fox News is infamous for its bias against people of color, and even more against those who could be deemed progressive people of color. Birthing people of color, boys. Currently, the Fox National News Network airs a nightly show with Tucker Carlson, despite recent calls by civil rights groups to terminate his employment because of Carlson's frequent endorsements of white supremacy views. The letter states, this is actually in a letter to the federal government to shut down Tucker Carlson because he's espousing white supreme pizza views, my friends. What are those? Well, he's calling out that Baltimore is a shithole. There is there's a rampant amount of criminality that's been happening in Baltimore for so long. Who's running Baltimore, by the way? Is it racist, who white supreme racist Republicans? Nah, it's Democrats. Is it at least who white supremacist Democrats? And fucking black Democrats. I don't point any of this out. If you point this out, that's racist, assholes. This place is so fucked, by the way. So now you have a situation where this entire Baltimore is falling in on itself, it's catching on fire, turning inside out, and exploding, and they're sending letters to the FCC to get Tucker Carlson arrested, right? Meanwhile, Baltimore is so fucked, by the way. Look at this. Again, this chick isn't arresting anybody. You got a dude from that show, The Wire, that aired a million years ago. If you're a Zoomer, you probably have no idea what we're talking about. This dude was playing a character in Baltimore's The Wire, and he got blasted into the air the other day. Now he's sitting there going, "Oh my God, Baltimore's a shithole. Where have you been, brother? You were on a show making fun of." Mom, I shouldn't make fun of. At least trying to show everyone how fucked Baltimore was, guys. Baltimore homicides are up more than 17% this year, with 7 dead since Saturday. Since Saturday, that was 6 days ago, and look at this. So remember, Donald Trump came out. This was in 2019. He says Baltimore's such a shithole. No human being would want to live there, and the entire mainstream media apparatus, this giant pussy over here, came out and cried on CNN like the rest of these bitch cucks over here. Oh my God, everybody loved Baltimore. Tried to warn you. Guys, 27,471 flee Baltimore City and its crime, high taxes, says experts. That's 2 weeks ago. The orange man right again. Everybody can see the writing on the wall. Baltimore and every other Democrat-run shithole is a gigantic hellscape. It's a dystopian nightmare. He ain't even allowed to go outside to get shot. How are these people even getting shot in these areas? At least when they get shot, are they wearing 2 masks? Were they recently anally tested for their COVID-19 before they were shot? I needs to know, boys. But Orange Man right again, telling everybody what a shithole Baltimore was, 100% right. And now when you point out the people specifically in charge of making Baltimore not a shithole, having a complete abdication of their jobs and responsibilities, you get called a racist, and they try to get the Biden administration to shut you down. Must be nice to have some of that Democrat privilege. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Support you if you want to be kept up to date with Baltimore imploding. Hit that subscribe button and make way, because the salt must flow.